Yo, yo, yo. Give me one moment just to get this set up and some of the things that I wanted to talk about when it came to Bee Swarm Simulator. Really good game, really enjoyable. Um, Sadly, I think there's too much content, and I know that seems weird compared to what a lot of people say, but I'll get into it here in a moment. Alrighty, let's launch the YouTube server. I'm going to transfer all my alts over and then I'm going to go ahead and post it for everyone. So whoever joins, joins. I want to talk about a lot of things in regards to recent events such as ELOL quit officially. Anyone who's living under a rock, the number one on the leaderboard officially announced that he's done. He's done. He doesn't want to play anymore. And I can tell why. There's a lot of reasons, and it's been coming to this for a long time. So let me just get comfortable. Let me go ahead and grab my ults. They're ready. They're prepped. They're ready to go. Okay. Anyone that's listening in, this is gonna be one of those situations where I just talk about the game in its entirety while I do some Robo Bear challenge, hopefully some puff shrooms because we need to get the Dapper Pair quest done. Alright, so earlier I said there's too much in the game to do. It is overwhelming at this point. In fact, it's so overwhelming. I completely put off one of the strongest buffs in the game, which is the party buff and stick bug. And the reason for it is because there's just too much in the game, right? Like, this is an honest opinion. If you're not super late game, right? I have to do my Bucko, my Riley. I have to get those done. I have to level up my Hive. You know, I have to do a bunch of crafting. I have to do Dapper quests. I have to do Polar. You know, I need to get my quest badge done. I still need to get Battle Master. It's just like there's way too many things in the game to balance at my stage, right? Level 19 Hive, about to be level 20. You know, I'm getting alts done. There's just a lot of things to juggle in the entire game. And I know a lot of late game players or end game players go, there's nothing in the game anymore. There's nothing in the game. Gear wise, I agree. Right? Once you've gotten your quote unquote end game collector, you gotten your canister, you gotten gummy boots, you got all like the basic materials for the basic best in slot gear. We're at a stage where we have no more gear progression. Oh, whoops. I done goofed. There's no more gear progression, right? And that's the thing that a lot of people are having trouble with because there's no gear progression. People are losing out on motivation to continue playing. They don't want to deal with all the fluff. Like, just food for thought. If you macro, you get around 5 to 10 game passes overnight. No joke. I've burned through my game passes for Robo Bear Challenge over and over and over and over. And it's like, I can't get rid of them. Like, I try so hard to burn through these. I'll get it down to 3 and I'll wake up to 10. I'll get it down to like 2, I'll wake up to 10. I'll get it down to 5, I'll wake up to 7. And on those times where I'm like, oh my god, I've only gained 2, like you get a lot of stress relief because you feel compelled to do the Robo Bear challenge, but it's incredibly toxic. If you're not clearing it the whole time, or if you don't have fuzzy ults, I feel like Robo Bear Challenge honestly isn't for you, right? It again, majority of the players say it's like geared towards end game. Like I feel like it's late game, but a lot of people just feel overwhelmed with Robo Bear Challenge. A lot of players don't even bother doing stick bug daily. You know what I mean? They're just like, screw it, honey quest materials go. Right? That's what a lot of players end up doing. And I feel like that's where the activity just like it's gone. People just don't feel motivated. And I do have a couple solutions for this. I plan on making a video for this because I feel like all this information is going to be good. Because Own It, it pretty much is like Throne, B-Storm Simulator, not even on the back burner, but in the slow cooker, right? And it's a steak that he just thrown into his, like the slow cooker. Like nothing is getting done at this point. Yeah, here, I'll throw you a link right now. And hold on. Got the link. Do you need me? Oh, do you need me to post it in the group chat? I can post it in the group chat if you like. Let me go ahead and go to the groups. Post it on groups. Oh, there it is. Okay. Again, anyone that hasn't joined already, YouTube server. Oh my god, I have to verify everything? Using the arrows, connect the same to what the hell? What the hell, Roblox? This alone is so toxic. I think that's it. Please be it. I don't want to deal with these verifications anymore. Okay. Oh, I proved that I'm human. Cool. We spend most of our time on the internet proving that we are human to robots. Anyways, I feel like this game is like lacking team content. You know what I mean? Like boosting, right? In boosting, yeah, thank you, Stream Elements. In boosting, you pretty much tell someone like, hey, I need your fuzzy ult. Okay, thank you, bye. Right? There's no like co-op in this game anymore. Like the only things that you really team up on are Puffshroom, Stickbug, and Mundo, if you really want to count that one. You know what I mean? It's kind of disappointing. Like you would think, okay, you know what? Like, what if we made something where it's like, oh, you kind of want to have 6 people in your server because everyone's boosting everyone and they're playing a specific role, and you know what? Like, you're gonna save out on your boost because you want to optimize it by having a blue hive paired with your red hive, your homies using white hive, and everyone's like, you know, like cohabitation where everyone is like coexisting and boosting each other like crazy. But instead, that's not what we're really getting anymore. You know, the game's not really geared towards that. It's like, okay, you got the bees that I want on an ult, good. And Elul was just like, dude, I'm so tired of this, right? He spent, you know what? I think it was the coconut belt. That's what I think. His Onet promised he was going to do the coconut belt. And he just like said, nope, not doing that one. Yo. Neil's son. Oh crap! I'm not even paying attention. I'm sitting here converting. Oh my god, I'm a dweeb. Hold on, I'm distracted. There we go. Yo yo. Um. Yeah, Elo like officially quit. He changed his name. Did you guys see that? EXMIA. Bro straight up said, "I'm out." He's done, man. Like he's as burnt out as Onet is. I'm not gonna be that person that says he needs to hire a team because I don't think he does. I think he needs to find motivation to get stuff going. Because honestly, if his number one player, right, Onet's number one player, his number one, numero uno, just straight up dipped. Like his number one quit. Mikey, aka Fragile Silence, is like, bro, I'm spent too. You should make one white hive your main, one red hive and all. No, I'm not gonna do that. No way. I'm not gonna do it. Because one, I don't want to play blue anyways. Like it already feels dirty enough that my ults are blue. But they're only blue because I don't want to put any effort into it. As far as like playing a red hive, white is like has pseudo red. Like you can go pseudo red as white. And it works. White doesn't or blue doesn't like the game anymore. Onet fixed it with a physics update. So now there's a new physics layer which no longer depends on Roblox for the pathing. It's no longer based on some crap spaghetti code that Roblox decided you can put for entities. It's now something built entirely by him, which was huge, by the way. I'm going to tell you guys right now, programming AI movement, that's hard. That's really hard. Like, on the level that he did it, where he's like, you know what, I'm going to spend a couple months and crank this out. Like, that was impressive. But what he doesn't realize is like, yes, that was good and everything. We survived like how many years with crap lag servers? We're still at the situation where like everyone's kind of burnt out and we're like waiting for the next tier of items, right? Like a lot of us at least. Like I'm no pro, but like I consider myself decently far. Like I'm mid game, right? Like this is mid game. I'm not late game yet, but I'm working on it. Like, let me, you should have ended Beesmas in February, then had an Easter update. You know what?
That's a pretty good idea. Honestly would have been a good idea.
Right? Imagine he goes, all right, guys, you know what? I don't care. There's going to be a lot of stuff missing. You're just going to get the bare minimum quests and stuff with this Beesmas, but you're getting another update in a couple months. Right? People would have been happy. It would have gave something for players to look forward to. But I think Onet is just like, he's done, man. But I really like that idea. That would have been a smart move on him. I agree 1000%. If like I would not have been mad. If he was like, hey guys, we're cutting this crap short this time. Like I'm just gonna knock out a couple of essentials and you know what, have at thee. You know? I'll be back in a few months. You know, I'll have stuff ready. You know what I mean? Instead of trying to rush it like how he did, because that's what he did. He's burnt out. He's like, he doesn't got the creative juices going right now. If he gave himself a couple months by saying, you know what, I'm gonna stall, you guys are getting an Easter update. Like, I don't think anyone would have been mad. I think he might have still would have need a 1 to 2 week extension for BBM and a couple quests, right? I think that might have happened unless he had the quest ready at an appropriate time for like part 2. But the rest of it, like he's done this like a billion times before where he left a couple things in from Beesmas and you can continue doing the quest even though Beesmas is over. You know, just to get the quest done and get the reward from it. You know what I mean? I agree, but he doesn't start on Beesmas until like a month before it's coming out. That's the problem. He procrastinates and then Beesmas gets released and he's like, crap, I still got a ton of things to do. And that contributes to his burnout. You know what I mean? Because now he's procrastinated so much, the time frame is shrunk, and now he has to get it done at a reasonable time to provide the quality that he wants. You know what I mean? So now he drags off Beesmas for half a year, and everyone's like clowning him. And then it looks bad on his part. Like, yes, the quality of the updates have to be where they're at. I think the quality is great. But I think that dude needs to get everything he wants to get done on Beesmas before the Beesmas shows up. Right? If the bro got it done before Beesmas was here, and he just had it done out of the way, he doesn't even have to do anything on Beesmas. Get it done ahead of time, don't have to mess with it. Don't have that feeling of burnout, because it's already done. Yes, 1000% I agree. Because at this point, his burnout is affecting his player base, and people aren't happy. I'm gonna let you guys know, even if everyone else quits, I'm still gonna be on this platform. Not the platform, not Roblox platform, but Beeswarm Simulator. I'll still be doing this. As long as my son likes this game, we're here. You guys got me. I'm trapped. You know, my son loves this game. He wants to have Windy Bee. He wants to have Gummy Baller. He wants Planter of Plenty. So, I mean, I'm going to be here for a minute. You know what I mean? Like, there's... Because he's going to get those items. I'm going to make sure of it. But as far as, like, the in-game content goes, I feel like a lot of players are just getting disgusted with it. Like, this game used to get, like, 80k players a day, and now it hardly past 30 to 35k. During Beesmas, it would peak off hard. I remember last year during Beesmas, everyone was like, whoa, these numbers are insane. These are the highest numbers we've ever had. And then this Beesmas was like, it's alright. And what's crazier is Onet released better content this year. Like, no one gives a damn about Puff Stream. Robo Bear Challenge? Pretty hardcore stuff. Right? It's a roguelike. It's a whole new game process. You gotta think. You can't macro it. It's fun. Right? As long as you're not setting this goal of, I'm gonna hit round 20 as a level 12 hive, don't do that. Can you use my ult and bamboo? Sure. Hold on one second. Please don't crash ult. I would appreciate it. Be gone with your ult. 14 bill away from the Supreme. Nice. That like the thing that I'm seeing is like everyone's getting burnout. And what we need in this game, like honestly, what we really need is we need group content. Like we need group stuff. Like this, what we're doing now, like there's no real bonus for playing with other people. Like if you have a fuzzy ult and you have a guiding ult, why would you ever need to play with anyone else? Right? Because you already have everything you need. You don't need anybody else. Why would you need anyone else? You already got the biggest buffs in the game. Like if you're blue, then if you have a tadpole ult, why do you need another player? Right? That's the problem that I'm seeing is like this game is so dry because everyone goes, oh, I need a tadpole ult, but trying to rely on people is so inconsistent, blah, 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 and no one's playing anymore. But if we had like encouragement where it's like, oh, you know, if you play with another player that's active, you can get these team perks and blah, 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 blah. The game just needs something new that encourages active gameplay. Like Onet straight up said, you know what? I support macroing, do it. And then like macroing got so dominant that no one even plays this game anymore. Right? That's like the big L was the support of bots made everyone bots. And now no one plays this game. You think you should start planning a Halloween update? It doesn't have to be Halloween per se. Another update would be huge for the game. Do I like Halloween? Hell yeah. Halloween's awesome. I love Halloween. Would it make Beestorm Simulator cool? Probably, because Halloween is cool. The problem is like with Onet lacking inspiration to do anything, having another update we run into the same problem where it's increasing the burnout that he feels. And so now he's gonna be later and later on doing it. See, the reason why he started Beesmas in the first place is because he was like, all right, I'm done working on this game every day. I'm just gonna do once a year, big patch, enjoy. And that was a fine idea when the patch lasted you all year. Right? Like, oh man, he added level 20 bees. Now I gotta spend all this time leveling my bees. Oh, he added endgame collectors now. Gummy baller? 10 trillion? That's insane. And then people spend all year working on it. What did he add this year? Digital bee. What do I have to strive for? That's not gonna take all year. It's gonna take like 2 months at most. If I'm casual, that's like 2 months, right? If you're at level 20 and you're doing what I'm doing now, 2 months. It shouldn't take you longer than that to get them maxed out. But then like Onet sits there and the content that he's releasing for you to enjoy, it's nothing now. Well, I mean, that's what I did. Within 1 week, both my ults had SSA. And they were level 13, about to go to, they were 13, about to go to Blue High. Within 1 week. I think macros did break the game, but at the same time, you rush to the end and there's nothing there for you. Like, what's the point of rushing to the end? You know what I mean? Everyone wants those big honey numbers, but like, bro, after you get your endgame collectors in your mass, you're just kind of like, okay. I guess I'll save for Planter Plenty. Like,
What do you do?
right? That was the point of the Beesmas. It was like they get release content that's supposed to last you all year. But on it was like, here you go. It'll be fun. Like, don't get me wrong. Robo Bear Challenge, super fun. Not gonna last me all year. Does anyone think the Robo Bear Challenge will last them all year? Anyone.
Literally anyone.
I feel like the only people that would say it would last all year are those that think, okay, well, I'm going to unlock it and I'm not going to be able to do it for like a year. And then once I start, it'll be technically 1 year, right? It does kind of suck. It could be fun. It could be super fun when you're late game, right? Late game, super fun. It's creative. It's a roguelike, you know, but like not 1 year worth of content fun. Plus, after you get your digital bee and you got all your drives, like sure the cog amulet's cool, it's super OP, but like people are not enjoying that grind at all. Like there's so many people that are just like, dude, I've done 65 round 25s and I haven't found a single one with 2 stats geared towards my hive color. Like found nothing. Like, could you imagine? Each run is like almost an hour to an hour and a half, right? Each run. You spend an hour and a half, you finally get a roll, and it's just like trash, trash, trash. 4 days later, trash, trash, trash. Like, dude, that's not the kind of grind we're talking about, Onet. Give us a reason to use all our materials. Also, like, Robo Bear Challenge gets so boring at times. I'll find myself, like, not even paying attention to the round. Like, I autopilot it. Have you guys done that yet? Have you seen that? Where it's like, you're like, okay, I gotta do white pollen. Okay, autopilot, go. You just go over, like, the same routines. It's like, you don't even... It's so tedious that you don't even pay attention anymore. Yeah, exactly. And you can't blame them either. Like, sprouts suck. What do you spend sprouts on? Fruits? You get like 200 fruits per, like, it's garbage. It's crazy because you actually make more than enough just macroing fields. Mikey doesn't use his sprouts for fruits. I don't use my sprout for fruits. Like, I just save my sprouts until I'm like, okay, time to drop a bunch of sprouts for my kid. And then I'll drop a bunch of sprouts for my kid. I use some this Beesmas because, like, I was like, oh, I need 50k strawberries for Galatine. Yeah, I know. Like, a lot of people go through those issues too. But, like, if you macro, I think I get about 300 to 600 sprouts a week. A week.
A week.
Like, imagine getting 600 sprouts a week. Everything feels cheap.
And I don't even do sprout parties.
If my son didn't need them, my son takes the priority. And I don't want to be that guy that promotes his channel by doing sprouts.
Though I kind of do.
Because I have that sub goal where I'm like, I'll do 2 parties. Like, to me, it's like, I don't know, sprouts aren't even that important. They're not as good as you think. When you have none, it looks great. But when you have plenty, it's like, whatever. I didn't even pay attention. I had like 100 something cogs. I didn't even spend them. That's how unimportant our like Robo Bear challenge is. Like, you're so burnt out, you just go through the routine. You don't even want to bother with it.
I'm gonna open up the window. Give me like 2 seconds.
Now that we got Digital B, I'll make sure that we spend those cogs. Again, I'm saving my sprouts for my kid. That's the time where I spend all my sprouts. I mean, I can destroy him for you and just sit off the field. But it's like, again, I don't need anything from sprouts. Like, sprouts are nice, sure, but I don't care for them. I really don't care. Like, they're not that fun. The thing is I feel like you get better materials from doing other things. Right? As a non-macro player, it's like one of your only sources of materials. Right? Because you can't sit on a field for hours and hours and hours and hours and farm. What do you need to craft oil? Sunflower seeds and royal jelly. Ooh, a brave bee. I'll take commander. Take that. I'll take that. Gimme, gimme, gimme. Yeah, sunflower seeds and royal jelly makes oil. Pineapple does enzymes. Yada yada. Good sources of oil besides crafting. Here, let me look at the wiki real quick. Honestly, I get most of mine from planters, but hold on. Crafting WinDB. Yeah, WinDB is really good. Memory match is really good. Mantis werewolf. Armored aphid? Yeah, don't count on that one. King beetle, tunnels, stump snail, and coconut. Oh yeah, coconut crab is amazing for oil. If you haven't killed your coconut crab, amazing for oil. Planters are probably the best though. I wish Codec was actually usable. It's so garbo. Codec is such a bait. Like, do you want instant conversion? Because instant conversion, you can have infinite capacity, yo. You want vicious beast so you can farm your bosses? What level are you?
How do you have all those? Oh, you don't have a star treat to gift your vicious. That makes sense.
God, you have so many mythics.
That's too many mythics.
It's too many. Too many mythics. That's where all your honey went. There's no way you got all those without spending serious honey. Oh, that's so much. So much honey.
Yeah, that was the other person, right? The person that said farming pineapple wasn't that good.
Yeah, if I remember correctly, they macroed. What, did they give up and then said, oh, just play on my account? Because they macro. Macro makes people lazy. Pretty sure they did. Then how could they give me hourly? How would they know they're hourly? I guess they could guess. Take a screenshot before and after, but it's not accurate. I barely missed it, kind of cringe. How much oil do you guys think the coconut belt will take? I think it's gonna take 1,000. Tropic drinks or oil? Are those for two separate items? If they're for the same item, what I would focus on is if you're capped out on coconuts, then focus on the tropic drinks. Some of us have too many coconuts, and there's no way possible that I'm crafting all those coconuts into coconut drink. I have over 5,000 coconuts. $5,037 coconuts. And it's like 10 coconuts per tropic drink. I can craft 500 tropic drinks. Capped because of enzymes? Yeah, capped because of enzymes. Like, this doesn't even scratch the surface. Like, the BBM gives you like 5,500 or 5,250 coconuts, and it's just like too much. Well, if they're both for coconut clogs, it doesn't matter. You can go for either or. You're going to want to prioritize tropic drinks just when you're capped out on coconuts, right? Because if you're capped, you can't loot anymore. Outside of that, it doesn't really matter. Priority on crafting, for the most part,
not. There's no specific rhyme or reason. The only time that it really matters is if you need both coconuts and coconut or tropic drink or something. Then you kind of want to balance it out, right? Find out how many coconuts you need in total. No. Make sure you always have the base amount needed for the craft. Oh, that reminds me. Do I have enough snowflakes yet? No, I need 100 snowflakes. This game. I need 100 snowflakes. Oh, Nick, give me 100 snowflakes, please. Bro. Just let me know if there's something too big. It looks like you're cracking them just fine. Also, do remember when you're killing coconut crab, he drops a lot of the materials that you need for the craft. You got it. $2 million at Hive, easy. I wish Fuzzy Bee actually generated a lot of pollen. You know what I mean? That'd be so cool. If White Hive could just run Fuzzy Bee itself. Brilliant. Thank you. You need Wendy B on that account. Wendy B is so good for that. Pineapple cactus, very chill. I wish this was good, man. See, stuff like this, it should be good for white, but it's useless because you can't spawn marks in combat. Yeah, again, sprouts aren't that good. Like, that's the god honest truth is sprouts kind of suck. You need Windy Bee to make it, like, seem alright. And then outside of that, you need a constant 10 stack of haste. Hey, Ray, how you doing? Personally, I think, I don't like doing sprouts. Sometimes I'll do them, but it's very rare. You can only make... You're focusing on gear when you shouldn't be. It's the same thing that I told the owner of that account. I go, hey, listen, don't focus on gear. Don't focus on anything else. Get your levels up. That point still stands. Focus on your levels. Like, the levels are going to make the biggest difference for you. Like, even with coconut clogs, canister, and all that stuff, it doesn't matter. Levels are still going to do more. Like, people underestimate how important levels are. Sprinkler's good. As a non-macro player, not as important. As far as music bees, let me put it this way. Contempt, Burp, Marv, name any other top blue hive runs 4 music bees. Music bee is not one to skimp on. You never skimp on a music bee. It's your focus generation, it's token link, it's everything good. Like, it doesn't get better than Focus Bee for Blue Hive. Has all the stats you need. Huge. It's massive. Yeah, I'll get it though. I'm not stressing on it. I have a billion days to get it, so it's like it doesn't matter. See, removing is a gifted point as you have 21 of them. For a music bee, that might be the play then. Because a lot of players only run 20 buoyants. Like, most people only run 20. Got Diamond Mask? Diamond Mask is pretty good. I still think Gummy's better for a mix hive, but Diamond Mask ain't bad. Definitely not the worst by far. Dude, I wish I had spicy bees right now. Diamond Drain is really good. I think Coin Scatter is easier to activate though, as a mix hive. Once you're a blue hive, Diamond Drain is ridiculous. Right? Give me super crit. Okay, we're gonna oil. I don't know why I haven't been using oil. Nope. Yeah, I didn't see me getting that. Poke him, so we can move on. We got stuff to do. I think this one we're gonna farm out on Rose instead of Pepper. Don't do it. Don't do it. No.
Saving up for POP so far. Good with neon berries. Like 295 of them. Is the mythic egg worth it from Black Bear? I mean, it's good for wins. For neon berries, are you killing the Mundo? Also, are you running, I believe it's pesticide. Yeah. Because I run pesticide and how many neons do I got? 335. Not that much more. I did just redo my hive. Usually I have a lot more, but I burn through a lot of them because every time you redo your hive, you end up spending 1.5 billion bitter berries and whatnot. Neon I'm usually stacked with. I mean, 335 is alright. Eighteen turrets, 150 classic plus 100. I mean, it's expensive. Personally, I mean, once you're 20 plus, it's good to work on it. You know what I mean? But man, it is expensive. And the main bonus that you get from it is the fact that you get to find turpentines a lot more regularly. Because the funny thing is after you get your POP, you get plenty of turpentine, which you use for re-rolling gear, right? But do you try and gift your vicious or get super sprinkle? I would just focus on levels. You're making it more complicated than it needs to. I promise you, just worry about levels. Like, that's all you need. It is extremely underleveled. It looks like a pay to win account where the person bought Mythic Egg. Like, it's just levels. It's 1000% levels. That's what's hurting that account. Like, just looking at this hive, there are 2, 3, 4, 7, 8. That's 42 bees. And out of 42 bees, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 11. 11 of the 42 bees are mythic. Now, either the person grinds out honey for years just to burn on mythics, because I guarantee you, like I swear on all that is holy, a level 11 with 42 bees grinding out mythic bees is like months, like literal months. But if you level up to level 15, you can farm as many mythic bees a day as you want. No problem. It's actually incredibly easy at level 15. Like, levels is the biggest gameplay. Did I miss one? Oh, because you rolled another mythic bee. You rolled a gifted precise right there. Still, it's terrible. Don't do it. Like, you shouldn't be rolling mythic bees right now. 1000%, it should be levels. That should only be the only focus. Underestimate the reality of level 18. 5. I need what? 70 trill? 70 trill's nothing. You should be fine. Not that bad. Ray, I did one boost and I got to 19 from 17. One boost. Sure, it was like a 2.5 hour boost, but it was all in one session. Like, I was pretty much done with level 19. I did one extra little boost to finish it off. Yeah, it's way easier than you think. As blue, yeah, you're just AFK grinding, bro. There's nothing you can do about it. As white or red, it's easy. If you're having troubles as white, then you gotta learn how to play the hive color more, right? And that's not to be rude and go get good. Like, it's like you just don't know how to play white yet. It's like, I'm not gonna insult someone that does not know how to play hive color because that's dumb. But if you try and brag and not know how to play the hive color, then I'm gonna call you out. There's a couple content creators that I actively call out on the Discord and I go, bro, you don't know squat. Like, you don't know squat. Like, we've seen you play. Like, you post videos and you brag about these numbers. It's not good. It's not good. It's really not good. Like, it's so crazy. There was this guy who was bragging about like 150 T as a level 21 white hive. It's like, bro, that's really low. That is so low. Like, just to put in perspective, Mikey, Fragile Silence, does 500 T at the same level, right? It's literally 3 times what the guy was making. Like, bro, what? Ray, you have no idea how many people I taught about that. You have no idea. It's not that it's tough, it's confusing. I had the same issue. I had the exact same issue. Because I was like, how come sometimes I'll touch the damn thing and then the mark doesn't spawn, right? I'll look here in a minute. I'm not going to throw Robo Bear. Just give me a second. Gimme. Ow. Stop it. Okay, cool. I'm just gonna throw this sucker on auto. I'm not gonna sit here and spam this key over and over. You know what? I'm gonna glitter the field. Oh, I'm gonna die. The throws are real. Okay, I need a wing so my bees don't take years. Boom, 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 boom.
Yeah, man. I told them already, right? That levels are the only thing that should be on their mind. And they just don't care. They don't take advice, and then they sit there and try and tell me that they make more on Pine, which is just not mathematically possible. Like, there's no way. And they got upset because I wouldn't let them boost with my ults or macro. See, they do macro because they asked if they could macro with my ults. I know for a fact they macro because they made it a big deal about it. Oh, hold on. Let me turn that off. I know for a fact they macro because they don't have any tadpoles or anything. And they wanted to macro with my ults to steal the bubbles. And I told them, like, no, you can't. Like, you're not just going to take bubble bloat away from my ults. Like, you need tadpoles to do that. Okay, let me catch up. And yet you see people like name go hard. Okay, so all right, let me teach you how the precise marks work because it confuses a lot of people. It seems so finicky, but you honestly have to just, I mean, you'll see it. Right? So right here, I'm just gonna go touch the purple. Spawns a mark. Now it shot me though, right? Because you saw those tokens. You see those tokens? But it doesn't need to shoot me. See that? Get another one up. Now if I hit one other mark or target and then I touch it, you don't spawn it. You have to only touch the bottom one. So if I go to the back, touch it, it'll spawn. See that? Get another one. So I'll touch the second and the third one on this one. So here it is. Second, third one, no mark. All three gives you buff. Just last gives you mark. See what I mean? Also, lag is confusing. If the servers are lagging, it'll look like you triggered the mark. It'll have the animation, but you won't get credit for it. And there's also other times where you'll accidentally hit a mark, like one of the targets, like say second or third. Like right there, I didn't touch any of them except for the last, for both of those. Yeah, I didn't toggle one of them because apparently one of the marks wasn't registered properly. It happens. It happens a lot and it's so confusing. Like, I'm trying to get a representation where it's just a single mark and then I do it, but it's hard to replicate. You'll see it sometimes. Didn't touch any of them, touch the last one, no problem. Like, it's so weird. There's been times where I know for a fact I didn't touch anything else. What ant annihilation do you need to do for a star treat? The last one. You get star tiered on 5. Biggest rate. Are you red right now? You're blue right now, aren't you? Right? Are you red? Yeah, that's what I thought. You want me to teach you a trick to it? I can teach you a trick. You get your stacks, and then after about 3 to 4 spawn marks, right? Just refresh it. And the reason why I say this is because it only stacks up to 3 anyways. So I can spawn 10 of them. It's not going to change anything, right? You only get the benefits of 3. So after 3 to 4 marks, refresh it, and then just continue doing it. If you get them all in rapid succession, then just wait until the next cycle to refresh it, right? So let's say you get your 10 stacks and then you get 8 precise shots all in a row, right? Then all you want to do is just see, you see that? Why didn't I get a mark that time? I even got the red boost. I got the red boost, no mark. You see that right there, right? You see that? You saw that, right? 2 red. That was 2. I'm doing it again, right there. 2 red boosts and a focus mark. That's a guaranteed precise mark. I don't have any non-gifted precise bees, but I think it might be because of the pollen cap. Let's check. I think that's what it is. Okay, so what it must be is because with white and red, you're constantly at max capacity. So I guess if you're at full pollen, it won't spawn the mark for you. What? That's kind of dumb. I didn't even know that was a thing. That's so dumb. As you can see, I have 7 precise bees. They're all gifted. It has to be because of the I was at capacity. That's the only thing I can think of. Because that was consistently missing. But yeah. I do that kind of... Oh, sorry. I hit the mic. I do that kind of stuff all the time. So, another well-known thing. Ray, how long do you think the precise buff lasts for? If you were to guess. Off the top of your head. 1 minute? Yeah. A lot of people think it's much shorter than it is, but it's actually a full minute. Which honestly is very forgiving. If you watch any of my boosting, like when I'm boosting, there are times where it's down to the last 13 seconds and I'll still spawn a precise mark because I know another one's coming up immediately to refresh the stacks. And I know it makes people like cringe at times because that is too low. It's like, no, it's okay. I know I got 5 seconds on my precise stacks. I'll get one more precise mark and then I'll refresh it. Like some psycho stuff right there. BBB, please. Shocked is great. The attack is always good. We'll take those. Also, I want you. Yeah, centimeter of time. Exactly. Honestly, you can get away with a lot of shenanigans, but you gotta be very comfortable and you gotta kind of know what you're doing. I'm not saying you gotta know you gotta be an MLG pro or anything. Like, that's not the case. It's like you gotta be comfortable and you gotta know when you can be a little bit more risky, right? Dude, it was the capacity. That's crazy. That 100% was the capacity. So while I'm boosting, if I ever get shot, I guess you kind of got to get shot, right? That's the only way to really pull it off. Because if you're at full capacity and you get shot, then it's gonna toggle you underneath, right? I guess it depends on how it's rendered out. About this thing. Give me my stats.
was slightly off kiltered. All right. If this is the one, then maybe we can do a win donation and see how that rolls. I hate everything about this right now. I don't think we can do either of them. If we were running Demon Mask, do you think they'll be a summer update containing Cocoa Belt for free via Sunbear? No. And have a summer catalog? No. I don't think so. And Onet 1000% wouldn't give out Cocoa Belt for free. He wouldn't do it. And here's why. Elol just quit because there was nothing in the game for him to do. Right? His slot 1, rank 1, top G just said, peace, I'm out. This is boring. I have nothing to do in this game. The contents are too slow. I'm bored as hell. There's nothing. There's nothing to grind for. There's no new items. There's nothing. So no, he would never, at this time, if he were to release a Coconut Belt for free, it would be a huge slap in the face. Big disrespect. On top of that, like, no, he's not going to give you the best thing in the game for free. Like, because Coconut Belt would be the best belt in the game. Like, that's just wishful thinking. Like, people are even complaining about, oh god, I'm almost dead. People were complaining about BBM rewards this year. They said, like, BBM rewards were so bad. Give me that. Give me that. Capacity's full. Shoot me! Quest would be insanely hard. No, people already burned out on questing. Plus, we got Dapper Bear. Right? Like, that. The main problem that we have right now is we need to do Dapper Bear, which is for additional B equipment slots, which we don't have. Did I complete BBM? Yeah, I've been done. That's how come I have over 5,000 coconuts. I've been done with BBM. The 5,000 coconuts are like a sign that Onet plans on releasing the Coconut Belt, but there's no way to know for certain when. People only feel that way because of RNG, right? If you did it as a group, last year's BBM was easier. That's according to like Mikey, Elol, and I believe there's someone else on the board that said like this year's BBM was a complete joke. Like last year was easier and less grindy. This year is just ridiculous. Because all it was you were doing like 3 billion robo parties. That's all it was, right? Not really difficult. It was just long and tedious. Okay, listen, I'm trying to find some loaded dice. Do you mind? I don't want to keep wasting dice. Give me it. Okay, now we got it activated. Dude, 1 minute is stretch. Okay, we're probably gonna need balloons too. This is so lame. White is in the worst position. Use a glitch, use a white drive. Where's all my balloons? Okay, that was chill. Turn that off. Yeah, this year's rewards were really bad. Stop. I turned that macro off. It just wanted to keep going. So bad. No, just burn my stingers. I don't need them. Who cares? Hate to buy a red, but if we get 2 whites, it's great. Called it. Called it. Called it. It's like I knew. This is not pre-recorded. Right? I picked up the drive. I said why. And immediately. Big brain. Oh God. I hate this game. I think the rewards this year was just geared towards Coconut Belt, right? It's just so many damn coconuts, dude. I can't loot coconuts for like a year. Like, how the hell am I gonna spend 5,000 coconuts? Like, I need to spend 4,500 coconuts. Like, do you understand how insane that is? Alright, hold on. I gotta turn on a OP auto clicker real quick. Like, I don't know what Onet was thinking. He couldn't have just made it Tropic Drinks. Like, he's like, no. You could have the coconuts. It's like, bro, please. Why? Why you gotta just lock that for us? Heck, I just turned it on. It didn't turn on? Run it. Here we go. Alright. No. No. There you go. I don't want to spend all year doing this. Wrap it up. I think that's enough. How much coconut do I have? Oh, I was literally at capacity. Let's tone it down a little bit. Let's bring it down to 1,000. 1,000 enzymes is pretty good, right? Yeah, that should be chilling. It's only forever. Yeah, the problem is like so let's talk about how endgame players feel right now. You've been playing the game. Let's just paint the picture of Elol's perspective, because I 1000% understand where he's coming from and how he feels and how it's a situation where you just don't enjoy it anymore, right? Let's say you've been playing the game for 3+ years, right? Not even the full 5 years that, or actually Elol started late, so I think it was 4 years for him. So imagine you're playing a game for 3 years, just to have a number. And first year, you were hardcore grinding. It was your favorite game in the world. You spent all the time doing everything, right? And you hit leaderboard eventually, right? And you become competitive and you discover all the new ways, the new meta. You set the meta. You've been doing everything. You designed your own macro. People will love your macro. Everyone uses your macro. You know, you invest all this time, and after like 2 years, you're kind of burnt, right? You're just like, okay, you know what? I defined how most people play the game. It's fun, but I'm at the stage where it's just, okay, I need honey. Okay, there's nothing more than I just need honey, right? So you go on through all this, you hit that late game stage, and there's nothing for you to do, and you're like, oh, finally, Beesmas is coming up. There's gonna be something for me to do, something to grind for. I'm excited. It's gonna be fun. And then you find out, okay, you know what? He got Coconut Belt all set up. You know, he's just gonna remove it from the program, but you know what? It's alright. We're gonna have it, right? Something to grind for, you know, content, right? Because before, every Beesmas would release a year worth of content, but now you've been so far ahead of the game. The moment something comes out, it takes you like a month at most, right, to get it all knocked out. And then Onet goes, all right, guys, so I'm falling behind. I want this physics working. We're going to push it back a bit. Like, okay, that's fine. We'll let you push it back a bit. All right, guys. So I know you haven't heard from me for about a month. And I said I was going to release it about a month ago because testing and everything looked good. But it's going to be like another week. Like, all right, man. Okay, we get it. You're behind. Onet finally releases it. No Coconut Belt. You look at the quests. They're kind of garbage. The quest rewards, even worse. You're like, okay. Well, so what is there? Dapper Bear quest, that's it. Oh, so I'm doing the same thing I was doing last year, which is puff shrooms. Did you guys know that Elol was so unmotivated that Mikey was the one that boosted on his account? Like, you guys know that, right? Elol had Mikey boost on his account. Elol went white just so Mikey can boost on his account. Like, Elol doesn't even care to play anymore. He's like, oh, Mikey, you want to boost on my account? Go ahead. Like, the dude's done. He doesn't want to play anymore. And then, like, Elol's now thinking, all right, maybe he'll release the Coconut Belt at the end of Beesmas. And then Onet gives a final slap in the face. By the way, we're extending part 2 even more. And we're nerfing the quests so everyone can do them. It's like, come on, bro. You're taking away the achievement from everyone that actually got stuff done. You're taking away the motivation. You release no new gear. You don't, like, you're catering to the mid game, and you're just forgetting about end game, right? The cater to end game was RBC, but RBC is like tedious, boring. right? Like to a lot of people, they think it's fun and exciting, but after you've done it and you beat round 25, you don't need to do it again unless you're going cog farming. And if any of you guys watched anyone farm cogs, it sucks. It sucks. Cog amulet is the worst thing to farm in this game. I don't think I've ever heard anyone go, hey guys, guess what I'm doing today? I get to farm cog amulet. No one ever. No one. It's so damn boring. So now people are stuck trying to find their own motivation to keep playing, right? And Elo's beyond that. He's like, dude, I've been dragging my feet for like a year now. Like, I don't want to play anymore. Like, the one reason why he kept playing was because he was rank 1, right? Like, that was his only motivation. He didn't want to let it go. And to be fair, like, I get it. But what is the man supposed to do? I like that. I keep you. The free instant conversion in tornado pollen, so good. Like, what would you guys do? Yeah, dude. What end game people are doing is they're just doing round 15 rushes. Like, I don't even use wins in a smoothie unless I get to round 18. Because you can get a red and blue as a white hive and you're just dead. There's nothing you can do about it. So why the hell am I going to waste smoothies and stuff? It's too much RNG. Yeah. And people do that all the time. Quit round ones. If you're not farming drives, you should be quitting round ones for turpentine. And then do bug run overnight. Right? Like, there's always, like, the fact of the matter is, it's like the rewards from RBC is insane. But it's just so damn long and so damn boring. It should be way shorter, in my opinion. No one wants to do something for an hour long and having to do that multiple times a day. Like, no one. It is way too damn long. In my opinion, Robo Bar Challenge should be like Robo Party. Right? So catch this out. Imagine, for instance, instead of having to do 25 straight rounds in a row, where if you make any modifications to your hive, you're screwed. Just imagine, instead of doing all that, what if it was like Robo Bear Party, where you're sitting there and you have to go through these challenges one by one, and if you fail, it degrades, right? And it costs a pass to do a challenge. And you can fluctuate the rewards to be appropriate. So instead of spending cogs to get drives, you can get drives from completing a round, right? And there's a smaller chance to get a drive when you lose a round. Or you get a guaranteed drive either way, but you get 2 drives if you win. There's so many ways you can go about doing this. It's just like, no one wants to do this for like 6 to 7 hours a day. Like, Robo Bear Challenge is just too long. Now, do you have to beat round 1 or
quit round 2 for I don't know the exact numbers, but I know the only reason why I don't know is because I just haven't looked into it. But there were people that have said like, oh, you know, just quit spam the Robo Bear challenge for Turpentine and super smoothies. I was like, what the hell? You just burn your passes for it. Personally, I can't do it because I need to farm the damn drives, right? If I didn't need to farm the drives, I would probably do the same thing. Right? So, little known fact, Digital B is just like crazy with high gather amount. Like, you just pretty much just farm gather drives, white drives, and then you put a gather percentage on them, and the honey that he generates is like insane. If you want to know exactly, look it up, right? Like, I'll pull it up after, right? I'll pull it up, BSS Wiki RBC rewards. And if it tells you round 1 rewards, then it's probably the win rewards. We'll see. Or round 1 quit. Yeah, it could be round 1 quit. Depends how they label it. Still, 50% chance, or 50% chance. 2% chance towards a Turpentine just for quitting an RBC on round 1. That's so crazy. In-game player said 1 in 50 round 1. Here, let me pull it up. Let me get the exact. I do have the wiki open anyways. It doesn't say the exact percentage. If you got 1 in 50, if you got that number 1 in 50, it's probably because of Mikey posting it. Because it says very rare, which very rare can mean so many different things. I think very rare is under 1% for wiki terms. So I'd be highly surprised if it was 1 in 50. Oh my god, the petal planter's taking days. So is that. Dude, I need to get Dapper Bear quest done. And I'm not excited for that at all. Dapper Bear sucks. Dude, I don't. Why did Own It bring him back, man? Like, I know, like, I want B quests, but Dapper Bear sucks. Go find a legendary puffshroom on Strawberry. Find a legendary puffshroom on Bamboo. Yeah, no problem, Dapper. Let me get right on that. You got it, champ. Oh, flute simulation. That's OP. God damn it, Dapper. Dapper's the worst quest giver in this game. Out of every quest giver, man. I was sitting there thinking, I remember when I heard he was releasing Dapper Bear Quest, I was like, man, I know he's gonna do puff shrooms, but I hope it's only the last like
3 to 4 that it gets really bad. It's like, no, straight off the gate. Straight out the gate. 500 mushrooms on pineapple. Take it or leave it. It's like, bro. Ease into it, please. Wait, even worse. Pop 1 mythic mushroom on Mountain Field. Yeah, no, I saw that. Freaking own it, man. He's a psycho. He's way too happy with those mushrooms because he doesn't have to deal with them. He's like, you know what? This is like the best thing I ever made. We need more of this. It's like, bro, mushrooms is the one thing everyone hates. Like, no one's happy with it. Like, if you have a pre-made group, it's not too bad. But if you're rolling solo, hell no. Gets 5 terp on the same quest, yeah. Ugh. I freaking hate Dapper Bear. That's the real reason Elo quit. He didn't want to do Dapper Bear quests anymore. Sorry guys, I'm just gonna have to tell you. That's the real reason, Dapper Bear. Elo looked at the quest and he was like, bro, no. I'm done. No. I'm not doing it. I'm not doing this crap again. Elo just yeeted himself out. Bro, those quests are terrible. Like, I don't know why he leans so heavy into the mushroom. Like, I don't mind doing mushrooms, but like when he starts saying like, oh, you need to find this on this specific field, it's like, bro, you're just... Do you forget how every single one of your players just freaking hates RNG? Like, everyone hates RNG. You can either have super grind or RNG. You can't have both. Like... Yeah, 40th Dapper Bear quest coming out next Beesmas. You must find at least 5 mythic of mushrooms on Mountain Field within 2 minutes. Bro's like, you gotta one cycle this right now. But at this point, he might as well. It's so toxic, bro. I don't know why he thought mushrooms would be a good quest objective, man. It's just so discouraging. See, at least with RBC, you know what you're getting into, right? He was thinking about a new game just so he could stop deving for this one. That's the real reason. He was like, no, I don't want to do this one anymore. Guys, I'm going to make a new game. He's like, don't worry, guys. I'm making a new game. I'm going to be more invested. I honestly don't know if he's really looking into a new game, though. Because if he's burnt out on BSS, like, the last thing you're going to want to do is pick up another project in the same field, right? Because it's not about coding that makes it... He's a multimillionaire, so it makes sense to invest. I could...
Well, I mean, yeah, people make a lot of investment choices. But as far as like investing into making a new game, he doesn't need to, right? He doesn't have the motivation for the one he's working on now. Why would he want to do another one? Make Burnout worse? Yeah, he's not gonna do that. Maybe I should make a new simulator game. Oh, slime simulator. Hell yeah. I'd be down for that. You guys like slimes? What's your guys' opinions on slimes? You guys think slimes are cool? I think slimes are cool. Oh, my collector's not even going. Give me my gumdrops back. I would totally make a game like similar to like maybe similar to Slime Rancher or something. Honestly, I feel like the Roblox needs another game similar to the quality of BSS, but has more slimes are cool. But needs to be in like a multi-step slime? What do you mean by that? It's a multi-step slime. You want me to just spit the idea out? So, what I was thinking, you have digital, right? He's right there. What I was thinking was, give me that. Was you get a slime and he gets upgrades, of course. And there's a combination of slimes that you could have active. But you would only have like, I don't know, some arbitrary low count, right? Because it's less about like having an army of slimes. Well, maybe there would be a slime type that would be an army, but it's more about making combinations of slimes. For example, you could have a fire and water slime. You fuse them together, you get a mist slime, and it comes with X properties or something like that, right? And then your progression would be along those lines. You know, you'd have different combinations for whatever fits the bill of what you're trying to do. But you can only have certain slimes out at a time. Like, I don't know, 3 or 5 slimes out at a time. But if let's say you have a mist and you fused it with, I don't know, shadow, you got your little
Mist Minion slimes or whatever, where there's a bunch of little slimes, you know, or something that splits, you know. Meanwhile, if you had like a splitter and a fire and you fused it together, it's a bunch of miniature slimes that shoot out a bunch of fire. Just spitballing things out there. Where it's less about like, oh, I need a precise beat, and more along the lines of like, you kind of customize your own slime. You know what I mean? So each slime would have a skill tree. And by having specific slimes, they specialize in that skill tree. All right, Ray. Yeah. Thanks for stopping by, brother. Don't burn out your phone. It will kill your battery on your phone. I'll catch you later, brother. Alright, time to slap on Rose. Got a quick refresh. On to round 11. Goo, any day of the week. Thank you very much. BBB, festive. All right, we gotta really burn through these quickly. How many did we get from that one round? 30 or 29? Jesus, man. Okay, we gotta spend a white drive every time we start a round. Immediately. I mean, that looks more doable. This is pointless. We're already too far into the game. It might be wise to pick this up. We totally misclicked. We're doomed. GG, well played. Game over. Whoa, that lag spike. What the hell happened there? Alright. I don't know how we're gonna spend all this. We're gonna try. Goo, white problem? Nope. We do need more vectors. Dude, I wish I had spice. Yes, screw blue. Kinda need both of these at this point. Welcome back, welcome back. Oh, chill on the damn gumdrops. That filled up quick. I didn't even notice. Holy crap, that was an insta fill. Oh man, precise bees are just so strong. We did spend a drive there, right? Oh my god, I don't think we spent a drive. We have 5? Okay, we're at 4. Okay, we're fine. Spider any day of the week. Honeybee's good, and maybe carp. Eh, screw honeybee. Honeybee sucks. Honeybees? That one's good. Virus is terrible. Never pick up virus. Capacity is kind of meh. We're almost a fifth of the way through the white drive. I'm hoping that by the time I'm done with the white drives, I'll have the dark side. So I can start doing red drives and pretend I'm a red hive, right? Because if I get to pretend that I'm a red hive, then I get all the perks of using the actual red drives. Oh man, I was barely outside the lines there too. Still chilling. This is still a very easy run. Spider's pretty much free. Let's see. There we go. Just need to get shot twice. Very easy, very smooth. Now, hopefully we're able to pick up white pollen on this next one. Because if we get white pollen, it's going to be smooth. Okay. We're going to spin the reroll. And pretend that we got something useful. Man, that really shouldn't be a thing. That's so toxic. This is really good. Super crit power is huge. B crit chance. Pollen. All those are dead. Okay, we're gonna go pepper. Pepper is a fairly decent sized field. Double drive it. Try and make sure that we have enough. Okay, we need a little bit more haste. Okay, we're definitely not gonna make it unless I loaded. Thank you for not taking everything I own to get this field. We'll be fine. Need the red boost. Should have got the precise mark, but that's okay. Oh, a little too slow. Okay, chill on the stingers. We're good. We'll bring the megas back to the hive. No rush. Unless they're not coming with my bees. Boy, you see me. Come on. Boy, come on. Gotta jump in circles. Very easy, very smooth. What level is my commando chick? Super low. I rarely did commando chick. I never cared about it. We do have enough for another drive, and I believe we're down to 3. We're down to 2. That's even better. So, unless we get a white. Dead. Not really. I don't. What is that going to do for me? Right? The mythic egg is good for wins, but outside of that, there's no point of me doing it. Another super smoothie. That's always nice. 2 blue drives. It's not the worst. Oh. This was so close to being good. Yeah, Mythic Egg is good for boosting, but it's not worth it. Like, if anything, I should be spending my time doing star eggs. I could macro commando. Like, I can easily kill it. It's just kind of pointless for me. Like, for boosting, by the way, on materials for boosting, I have mythic eggs. I have a lot of them. Well, I guess 3 is not really a lot, but I mean, that's 3 boosts. And I only boost about once a week, if that. These are the ones that I have to spend all of. Like, Robo passes are toxic. After I knock out this this Mondo, I'll probably be calling it because it is 12 a.m. Incredibly late compared to the usual. Die, Mondo. Die. Free loot. I just love seeing Triangulate do that. I wish Triangulate could actually loot though. Something tells me I'm gonna have to do tickets for It's so bad. That's 3 days of Blender, bro. Why? Why is this game like this? It's so toxic. Because after I get all those, I'm gonna be making a billion tropic drinks, which means I'm gonna have no oil again. But I need to use those coconuts. So if I'm gonna use it for anything, it should be tropic drinks, to be honest, instead of just burning them on dropping. Just macro for 3 days. That's still a very long time. I think I'm gonna end up using like 500 tickets or something like that. Vicious Beyond Clover is probably like level 1 or 2 or 3 maybe. Alright. Killing Vicious and then we'll call it. Thank you everyone for stopping by. We're gonna bully this Vicious. If you haven't already, join the group. I do run them 24/7, but I'm still gonna use tickets. Anyways, you guys have a good one. If you haven't already, join the group. We do have a Discord. If you have any questions, go ahead and at me. Take care. Later.